Hi, this is TapCat. Welcome back for part 2 of Let's Play Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. We have some movement to do for our units. I've got an explorer on the other side of this city that I need to bring back. And we have to come the long way down, unfortunately. And I'm trying desperately to get him back home. Preferably without getting him killed. Let's see if bringing them forward will drive this guy off. We have a quest decision. Let's see what this is about. +5 production for military units or +1 production. So 5% just on military units or +1. I'm really desperate for hammers. So at least in this city. Which, admittedly, is the only one I have at the moment. Go away. No, don't you dare. Wow, that was mean. Okay, so to save his life, we're going to put him in the safest spot we have. And you know what? I mean, I've been trying not to wantonly kill these fools, but I'm just not okay with him doing that, so we're going to clean things up a bit. So he founded his second city. I thought it was weird that this city had extended so far down. Now I realize that's not what's going on. So I said city, pardon me, this is actually still an outpost. Okay, we're going to let him sit. He will apparently heal. It was very confusing to me. The one game, I played just a fraction of a game before I started this one. And there was no fortify option. But you do get it for some units, but not these. And I believe the explorers don't get it either. It's kind of strange to me. But if you just stay still for a turn or so, then he just heals naturally. But why they don't let you just say you want to heal, I don't really fully understand. We're going to go for physics because I want to open up rangers. I am seriously thinking about trying to put together an armed force. Although I'm also concerned because I probably can't go over here. You know what? What I was going to say is I don't think that alone is going to be sufficient. Here, I hit the wrong thing. Let me think. Instead of doing physics, we'll go chemistry first. And then we'll go into physics. Okay, so it looks like he's beating up on some of the local wildlife too. I mean, it's kind of hard not to when they're attacking you, in all fairness. Okay, so this guy's still hurt. I may just put him to sleep in there. They make good explorers, though. Alright, that's one guy down. Oh man, I can't get through. So, right up to the coast, he's got this blocked off. Yeah, that really sucks. Okay, this guy is actually getting to the point where he'll be useful again. They beat him up pretty badly, I'm afraid. Okay, my worker is finished improving the algae, which is great. Let's go ahead and come up out of the water. And he is fully healed, so I'm going to use him to start scouting ahead. And now my colonist is ready, so I'll just link him up. And I'll heal for a turn. I think that'll even just be enough to get my soldier, at 100%. So now with the colonists done, before I do anything else, let me just see. I've already got these two. Let's go ahead and highlight that. I just want to make sure that we've got our best tiles locked in. I can assign one more citizen. I don't really seem to have another great tile, do I? So I'm 6 turns away until I get my next. This is the obvious choice. I didn't see it at first. Okay, so what am I going to build here? I think I want a thorium reactor because I'm really short on money. Now I'm sending my colonist in this direction. You know, I gotta be honest, I don't know if that's the best move or not. I mean, should I come over this way? Because this other guy is gonna start taking this space. I don't know that they're the most awesome spots imaginable, though. Let's keep sending him south. And I'm going to need more good food tiles. I just don't have good food tiles. I'm going to build a farm here. And then, oh, they already moved. Okay, fair enough. Okay. We discovered Fort Barca. We did? Oh, down here. Okay, okay. Okay, well, this kind of sucks. He got right in my way. So that's why he's a little pissy, because I'm right near his nest. Okay. Okay. So there isn't a lot of space up here, but we can certainly take it. They're suggesting here. That's pretty close to my existing city. They also recommend up here, which seems not great to me. I want to see if there's anything up here. I kind of want to grab more territory and not fight my primary city for tiles to work. So you need to get away from the nest. And not much else to do there. Okay. That's this is all tundra. I mean, I get a couple of Firaxite on 2 different things, which is all well and good. Fungus and algae. I'm not saying this is like the worst place, but maybe coming this way was a mistake. I don't know. Okay. I actually paused for a minute to just keep thinking about it. I'm going to bring my colonist up this way. If I settle, it's going to be a little farther north. And I can't go into their territory. Am I going to get out of here with him? I guess it doesn't really matter. If I can't get through here, it may not matter. Okay. Let me highlight him. Yeah, I was hoping that if I got over here, I'm going to it's hard to say. Like, this is the spot I'm thinking about going. I guess here would also be a possibility. I would get the coral. I'd get this algae. I'd get the fungus, the tubers. Like, I'll get all of it. I just won't get any of it immediately. None of them is within one tile. If I move up here, you know, then I get some of this stuff a little quicker. I don't know that this is a great second city. That's probably the part that bothers me a little bit. I just feel like if I come here, like, the algae is one Tabcatopia could take, I think. Okay. Actually, one of the things I haven't really learned yet is whether the 3-tile limit still is in effect. So, can I get open borders with this guy or this woman, this civilization? Oh, I should have done deal.
What's the deal?
Allows... Okay, so if you give me open borders...
As Adam Smith said, trade is the lifeblood of nations.
Well, okay. There's no way I'm going to give her energy and open borders.
No offense, but no.
Okay, piss off then. So, I may just delete my Explorer. Write them off. I could build another one so I could come over here and get... Did I just do what I think I just did? I think I did. I moved my soldier the wrong way, but it's not the end of the world. Do we want to build an outpost here? I certainly don't think this is a great spot, but it is a spot that has some advantages. We can put some mines on some of this stuff. Forest Tundra, Miasma. I mean, we would pick up 4 Faraxite. That's not nothing. I'm going to do it. I don't know. I'm not excited about it, but I don't want to waste like 10 turns bringing him back over. That's really a big part of it for me. I should probably build another... Yeah, you know what? Let's just delete this clown. I'll save myself a little bit of money. And I'm good with that. Do I want to do anything with him? I've pretty well explored. But he can cross the ocean, can't he? Yeah, we're going to do that. Because he can fly. All right, we got chemistry. Let's go physics so that we can have rangers. So I finished that. I might as well improve this with a mine. I have so little production. We'll just start heading east. I so need to come over and try to clean these guys' clocks. It's nice that I can do this, though. Come on. Whoa. So we got a sea dragon and an alien kraken. I wonder if that's going to be the end of my poor flies. Well, we'll see. There's not a lot I can do about it, so... Okay, so I have to build something now. An ultrasonic fence would not necessarily be the very worst idea. But I haven't really been having a problem. So I actually think what I'm going to do... Hold on. A recycler will give me production. Okay, we're going to do that first. And then I'm probably just going to go right into another colony or trade convoy. But I do feel like getting more colonists is pretty important right now. I definitely want at least one more city over here. And if that motivates her to attack me, I don't mind that so much, because the rest of the world might see me as slightly less of a warmonger. Just got to be careful. I don't want to step into some nest. You know what's funny is this area is so abandoned. I'm wondering if I should bring a colonist over here. I mean, it looks like we'd have this whole island all to ourselves. I still am probably going to have to take out that one dude, but whatever. So we have a couple of ways we can go. I can keep pushing into knowledge. We'd get plus 10% science from every city if we fill out this next bucket. Or I could go into industry. Plus 10% production toward buildings. There is some good stuff in here, and we would get more money if we did this and finish this first bracket. I actually think I'm going to do this just because my production is so poor in the capital. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just keep pushing in. That 5 extra energy is really going to help me. Okay, so my worker finished this mine. It's funny because that will help my production in the capital, of course. And yeah, I'm actually wondering if I should bring my worker up here. I would say another worker is getting to be increasingly high on my list. So I think at this point we've pretty well mapped out this side. We'll go ahead and start heading east. I am totally thinking we should maybe send colonists over here.
Consider a simple problem, such as navigation in a spaceship approaching light speed.
Okay. Okay, so we got physics. This is just defensive. This will make my city tougher. One thing I was trying to figure out, so Ranger is ranged, which is great. I was trying to find on here, like, the kind of equivalent of a trebuchet or rocket artillery from Civ 5. And it has to exist. Oh, wait, is this it? Kind of, maybe. But I haven't seen anything that's supposed to be better. Maybe this is it. Plus 25% city strike strength. Unfortunately, this is very advanced technology. The first time I try to take a city, it's probably going to be a little bit ugly because I honestly don't know how much firepower I need, and I could end up getting my butt handed to me, you know, pretty severely. One thing I'm starting to realize, too, is I think I may have fallen off the pace on how much science I'm generating. So that's something we're going to have to deal with. I think I'm going to need at least one gunboat. A missile rover. Is this what I was looking for? Yes. Okay, never mind. Missile rover specializes in reducing defenses of cities and outposts from afar, but has limited mobility. So that's what I want. Okay, fair enough. So now, what do I want to do with my worker? Why do I feel like it's not centered on him? Well, whatever. I meant the screen. Like, it was centered here and he's over there. I just thought that seemed odd. Oh, it's because I did this. Never mind. Not the game's fault. It's mine. Let's build a lab. That'll give me some more science. And I think right now I really could use some more science. So it seems like this is a really small, like a mini continent. But it'd probably be big enough to hold at least 2, if not 3 cities. And at least so far, no one else is vying for it. So I rather like that idea. This unit is a great explorer. I mean, I feel like that's a really nice pickup. Let me just expose that one cell. So we almost have this as our city. I don't really know which tile I would improve first. Alright, let's get over this way. What was that? What was that? Manticore. They're generally pretty aggressive, so that's a little bit of a concern. Okay. Do we want to get plus 10% worker speed or plus 1 food from a recycler? I'm going to go plus 1 food. Okay. Now, what is this? That's just plain tundra. I'm going to leave him here until that thing becomes a city. I'm tempted to build a road, but I don't want to start paying maintenance. I was afraid of that. Okay. Well. Oh, crap. Alright, I'm going to assume the Kraken won't attack me because he didn't before. I could easily be wrong. So, alright, this is a city now, which is awesome. What do we need most? I can get the Old Earth Relic quickest, and I think it's important to do that. Let me just check one thing. How much would it cost to buy it? It's probably not going to be worth it. Oh, it's only 200. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I really want to start growing my borders sooner rather than later. Oh, I didn't realize I actually need to select production for both. Okay, well, let's do a pharma lab because I just realized now that this is a city, I have negative health. And then over here, I'm going to do clinic, I think. It's as fast as anything. Trade depot, that would be good too. I'm going to do clinic. Because it'll give me health and science, and I can knock one thing out of the way quickly. Wow, man, these guys are really going to work on my poor little guy. That was mean. That was just mean. City connection was established. That's interesting. I guess because they're both on the coast. Yeah, I'm not going to war. That is not happening. Oh, I didn't wake up my worker, so we're going to do that immediately before I forget. So I can't do a farm here. That sucks. I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to do a farm anywhere over here. I think I have to wait until I get stuff like algae, to be perfectly honest. Wow, and I can't do a mine either, really? What tile is being worked? This one is. So if I want to make it better, my only option is I can get +2 energy, but I lose the hammer. So I'll have 1 food and 2 energy. Wow, that's grotesque, because I totally don't even think that's better. So, can I buy a tile? This is now my question. And the answer is yes. And so I'm going to move my worker over there. And we're going to improve that tile. What do you say about that? Explorer units gain 1 additional expedition module or +1 from laboratories. Disco. I need more science, and I'm good with that. Oh, crap. Well, he shouldn't come after me. It's not like I've been teeing up these guys. By the way, do I have... I could have sworn I had a soldier over here. Okay. You know, one thing that's really confusing is that it's different. Like they changed the user interface and where you can find things. Okay, that's not really helpful. Status, garrison and city. Where? It won't let me click on it. But it must be this guy that they're referring to. Crap. Crap. So I could lose my worker over here, and if that happens, it's not going to be good times for me. I may need the fence sooner rather than later. Yeah, we're going to try and have the Marines come to the rescue. But you know what? Whatever the siege worm does and whether or not my Marine can get there, we're going to have to find that out in the next installment. Because that's all for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.